Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
So to set the game, you're going to have your animals and your farm. You'll have 6 cards of these face up, 6 of these. The game will end when this deck runs out, and then you'll score up and see who wins. Everybody will start the game out with 2 coins and 2 seed cards in their hand. So I'm going to speed the game up a little bit. Let's just say you have a couple cards here in your thing. First thing you do on each turn is you're going to age the crops here. And what's important is that certain crops, as you can see here, will be harvested at certain times, and some can and can't. So you want to kind of be weary of that. But every year or every turn, you're going to age these up. They come off, they're spoiled and kind of done with, so you can't harvest them. So you got to make sure you're harvesting them as they go down. The next part of what you're going to do is you're going to perform actions. You're going to have 6 possible actions that you can do, and you can perform any 2 of them on a turn. The first thing you can do is you can buy 1, 2, 3 seeds. You can buy any of these seeds, 1, 2, 3, and put them in your hand. Each seed is going to cost 1 coin. So if I wanted to buy 3 of them, it would cost me 3 coins. If I wanted to buy 2, it would cost me 2 coins. The second possible thing you could do is you could plant seeds. Planting seeds will come straight from your hand. I could either plant 3 of the same, or I could plant 2 different crops into the top one here. Remember, at the beginning of each turn, they're going to move down. I can plant seeds. Third possible thing I can do is I could harvest them. Now you'll have little icons here to show you as they're moving down where they can harvest, but corn and wheat can both be harvested here. So I could take an action, harvest as many as I want, and put them in my barn. The maximum I can have in my barn is 6 cards. Let's fast forward the game a little bit and say I have this right here inside my barn. The third possible action I could do is to feed. So let's say I wanted to take this part of the pig. I would need to get rid of a crop and then any other one. So I get rid of my clover and this. I would discard it out and then I would add it to my pig. Now the first time you add a card, this is always worth negative points. You need to flip it over in order to add it on there. And that was a net of 6 points for me in order to add that in. You can see the pig is getting longer. Then I would put a new card out because I've accomplished that. The fourth possible action I could do is anything in my barn, I can sell it. I would get the number of coins at the bottom. In this case, I would sell this carrot and I would be able to grab 3 coins from the supply, giving me more money in order to buy more cards as I want to. Or maybe that's not a card that I want to utilize because I can only have 6 here. It no longer plays into my plans. The last possible action, which is an act of desperation, if I can do nothing else, I can take 1 simple coin from the bank and add it to my stash here. That would be an act of desperation. Normally, you're going to want to be able to buy something. It'd be much better to get it out and to harvest it and then to sell it. But if you ever get stuck, you can always grab a coin. Once again, the game is going to end when you can no longer fill this up. Then you just count up the number of points you have here. So in this case, I would have -3. -3, -3 is 9, plus 3, I would end up with -6 points. Whoever has the most points is the winner of the game.